Like most daughters, I've always listened very carefully to my mother's stories of her childhood, of her family, and of the lessons that she's learned in her life. You know, Mom, there's a lot of very interesting pictures of you from your childhood. It's almost impossible to believe that this is what you look like when you graduated from the 8th grade. As I went through your photographs to put this together, I was amazed at how much you always seemed to love the camera, and I couldn't help wondering where that started. And then I got my answer. I know that when you were a little girl, you and your sister used to go to the movies with your mother, especially to musicals. And as I look at these photos of you, it's pretty obvious that you learned something from Ginger Rogers. I've always been amazed that people of your generation went out to these fancy restaurants, dressed to the teeth, and had their photos taken when they were only 17 and 18 years old. Your granddaughters have always found this hilarious too. I'm sure you're grateful that I've left out the pictures of you with your dates. But it wasn't all fun and games. It can't have been easy going nights to Fordham, but you did it. And then, of course, there was your first serious job at Colgate. Your time in the sales department there had a huge impact on me and on Paul. But then you met the guy who always signed your birthday cards, Your Charlie. It didn't take very long. It was an aggressive courtship on his part, from what he's told me. Pretty soon there was a glamorous wedding.
Just to tell them that I love you a lot.
An equally glamorous honeymoon at Sea Island, Georgia.
Then the world discovers as my book ends.
But I think that may have been the last dose of glamour for a while. There was this guy in 1953 and me in 1955. It amazes me to look back and realize that you transformed this house into this house. You've got good taste, Mom. This is going to sound like a criticism, but sometimes I wish you were a little more forthcoming about your accomplishments. You've had a lot of success in your business career, but you always talked about all the friends you made. In the 1980s, you met someone who you now refer to as my other daughter. Of course, you were completely ecstatic about becoming a grandparent. And you weren't the only one. The girls continue to be the apples of your eye, although sometimes you have some trouble understanding just where they're going. You and your brother and sister were very lucky to be able to share so much of your lives with your father. What a great man. I have to put this in here because it's so hard to find a picture of my dad smiling. He hated to be photographed. Except, of course, when he was posing for something like this. Or this. You've done a lot of traveling over the last 30 years, and it's impossible to put together a travelogue of everywhere you've been. I bet people don't know that you keep journals whenever you travel, and that you write reviews of every Netflix movie you rent. I'm glad that you and Dad did have the opportunity to celebrate your 50th wedding anniversary. A little early, but you celebrated. I think it was one of the happiest days of his life. In recent years, I have been truly impressed by the amount of love and attention that you lavish on your friends, and all the important ones are here today. It's also great to see the amount of love and support that the Boylans give each other. Found new places to go, new hobbies, a lot to celebrate. So happy birthday, Mom. We love you, and it's time to toast you.